Bob. Bob, 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 Bob. Okay, microphone is on. Hello. First off, I want to say sorry to my mods for keeping them waiting. My gosh, I slept through all of my alarm. What? Holy shit, Martina. 5 years. I think we owe you a visit. That's incredible. Thank you for yeah, we do. We do. Next year when the weather is good, we're coming. How's it going, everybody? Yesterday, I was checking out Substance Painter for the second time in my life, but it felt like the first again. And good morning. Good morning. It went okay. I think I want to I wonder if we can like wombo combo what I did here and then take it back into clip and just have some fun painting with the brushes I'm used to. And then back and forthing and just trying to see if there's like a way to like I don't know, wombo combo it. Yeah. I wonder how to export these as like textures. Oh, it's a setting that says export textures. Okay, it seems pretty straightforward. I'm gonna export what we have here and use it as like an under thing of what we have, and then export out some more, and then do a wombo combo in clip. Okay, you guys haven't been able to see it because the windows come up of. Oh, hello. I'm awake at the start of a Dogster stream. What the hell is going on? I woke up late, Juno. Welcome in. Good morning, Juno, says Martina. Oh, 50% of my Twitch year was here on Burbear. Over 200 hours. Ali, welcome in. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Twitch recap thing happened, right? I saw Rennie was talking about it yesterday. He was my 5th most watched stream. I don't want to tell him how many hours I watched. um, I do not watch Twitch. I'm gonna lay that out here. While I stream on here, I barely ever watch anything on Twitch. Rennie was your most watched stream, Juno. That's very fair. He's very entertaining. Doig was not awake at the start of the stream 2 hours ago. I wasn't, no. I woke up at 10:30. It's now almost 11:30. But I'm not, I went to bed at 2ish, so I am still sleeping. I'm sleeping the required human quota of 8 hours. I'm just doing it at bad time. What revelation did you walk into? I don't know. But yeah, I was very happy to see that the Doig Wheeze laugh emote was our most used emote in the year, according to Twitch. You figured I'd have either really high watch time or very little, no in between. Yeah, yeah. You used buff Doig 89 times. I feel like 89 times was was meaning the opposite of what the emote should be. Each and every time. I haven't personally earned buff Doig in a long time. Oh, beautiful. But beautiful. Isn't it pretty? So I'm grabbing these. and throwing them into the 2D one I was working on. I've got the layer mask, so it looks a little tidier now in mine. Special bits were Conkle's most used emotes of 2025, which were Juno's emotes. Ah, nice. What about bear hibernation hours? That feels like what I might be going through. I wake with the light. I genuinely can't see my screen because of the light coming in through the window. One sec. There we go. I must live in darkness. I should rearrange the rooms so that in winter the sun doesn't shine directly on my work screen. It's cool to get like the wombo combo of what I was painting and what substance painter wants to give me. The wombo combo, yeah. Like trying to figure out if there is a blending mode that would give a good result of mixing the two. Yo, this is pretty good actually. Soft light. Like I still get a bit of the grain and everything worked in, but uh this could be. Hi Ranny. Second most watched streamer. I hope you had a good rest of your stream, dude. I'm returning to my cave, which is Clip Studio, to paint the textures, but I'm trying to bring with me what we got and try and, you know, get something that's kind of useful. Like, we got some of that wood texture. Like if I saved this and then go to Blender. Juno threw you in the microwave. Nice one, Juno. Why? When does it go ding? That's funny. Martina says, I'm saving this. This is good. This is good. This is good. Yes, cook. This could be ooey. What are you talking? What, is that some Dutch term I'm not familiar with? What are you talking? What's ooey? No, I'm too old for this. I don't understand y'all. The fucking Gen Z over here. This is dang. This is looking quite cool already with just the wombo combo of it. I think this needs to be brighter. Can someone explain to me what ooey ai is? Or I can just go fucking Google it and stop talking to y'all. It would be easier to see it, yeah. Okay, fine. I'm done. Okay. Cool. Yep, now I know. That would work pretty good, actually. Yeah, for Rennie in the microwave. Please make it real. I'm not sure that's how those terms go together, Rennie. The neutral straight. It makes me sound like some sort of shipping canal. Yes, now we see Doig, native to the Panama region. The most bland one. Thank you, Rennie. I'll take it. I'll take it as a badge of honor. I'm just looking at the model now. I'm like, dang. I should be proud of it. Thank you. I'm enjoying the fact that the combination between Rennie and microwave has the word necro in it. That's why he's in there. You gotta make like popcorn. You gotta raise them. Gotta get the kernels excited. Is it kernels? Popcorn kernels? Is that right? Kerns? Kernels? Kernels of corn? That's right. That's the word, right? You know when your brain just goes, there's a word, and you're like, okay, cool, brain. I'm gonna say that one, and then you go, wait. Where is that word from? It sounds an awful lot like military thing. Are they the same? I don't know. Oh fuck, I gotta look it up now. Yeah, it's popping corn kernels. It's totally that. Yeah, okay, cool. Because you get like a kernel of truth, right? Yeah. Yeah. Brain, thank you. I want to look at the cat some more. Yeah, it's good. All right, back to clip. Ding, ding, ding. What made you giggle? Hearing the ooey ah thing again? Or me going, I want to look at the cat again? Why do I need to know? You laughed. It's good. I don't need to care. Who's dead in the microwave? That's Rennie right here. Who's right there in the microwave. And he's also in chat and the microwave and the chat. Rennie, you could use the spinning microwave video on your stream when you do more like light baking and being like the light is baking, and then just put that up. You probably don't bake while streaming though, because that's a really long process. What made you cry? You were meant to say good. I was meant to say good when. Well, I'm confused. Kitco let me know yesterday that even though my bare face was a part of the Twitch marketing VTuber week campaign, that when they assembled the VTubers to be in one of the chunks in the Twitch recap, I was missing. My chance to be in the inbox of every Twitch user gone in an instant. All I can say is this discrimination won't stand. There were no bears present. Anti-small green bear with antlers. That should be the hashtag. Do we have room to fit this small green bear's face somewhere in this arrangement? No, we need to see the entire upper torso of this VTuber because it's because it's naked and people like that. I was gonna say, is there an uncle small green bear with antlers? Then I realized, wait, that's literally dog. How am I? I'm not an uncle. I'm not an uncle. I think I'm getting pretty close to being an uncle, though. My brother has, my brother has proposed to his significant other, and they bought a house together, and they have a dog. I think I'm getting pretty close to being an uncle. Hey! No fighting! Big growling, 1 second. You're the dog's uncle. Oh, great. Man, I love this Nordic wood thing that's from Substance Painter. That's good. I'm gonna use it everywhere. The entire ship is gonna be made of Nordic wood. Beautiful, beautiful knots. Beautiful knots. Kitco, lovingly. Stop. Just, no. I don't want to. You should learn how to make noise generation algorithms so you can use them in Substance Designer. Kiko! My brain is only so flexible. I'm at the point now where the more I learn, the more I'll forget. I'll wake up one day and I'll have done noise-based algorithms for Substance Designer and I'll be like, who are my parents? Where did they go? You were deep in the shitpost mines. I'm afraid. I'm afraid. What is this? Oh, he's going. He's going so fast. Oh, so fast. There you go. If you don't want me to put this on screen, by the way, I can not. If you want to reserve this only to be used right there in Rennie's stream, let me know. It's insane level of detail. I haven't hand painted it. uh, this is a wombo combo of Substance Painter and my own painting now. And I will be making the texture smaller. Probably. Yeah. My painting I got out of Substance Painter. Wombo comboed. Oh. Your own craft is incredibly impressive, admirable, and inspiring. Oh, thank you for the thank you for the unearned praise. That's how I feel about it. I know it's often good to like thank people for giving you compliments. Um, I feel like I feel like I just showed you why the level of detail is not on me. It's on a piece of software. I suppose we could work into the like the leather wraps and bindings. Oop. Be right back. I return. I might have said this on stream before. I'm not actually sure because I have said it out loud to people outside of Swift and I. But we have a local sandwich place that we've gone to quite frequently. So like we're getting to be regulars to places because we go back and order similar things from similar places, or so we're getting to kind of know the staff and stuff. But there's one I get where I like to change the order and swap out. It's like a chicken and bacon, and I like to swap out the chicken for more bacon. So I have to make that order every time, but on the menu the order is listed as the American because I think it's also got like barbecue sauce and stuff. So I'm like, can I get the American? But can I swap out the chicken for the bacon? For more bacon, and they're like, yep. So Swifty joked that I should call it, or they should call it the Scotsman, because it's me ordering it, and I decided that I should try to explain to them this funny joke. And so I tried, and uh, we I did it. I tried the first time and just got like this kind of confused look. But then I persevered, and we had a pretty fun conversation because of it. And they put forth the caveat that they're not the only one. They're not the only one who takes orders, so I'll need to explain that again to the other two. But it felt good. It felt good to like I don't know, be more social with people and not just be like, thank you for the order and leave. I had a wee blather. Well, it was like I had to be like, because I'm Scottish, so it would be called the Scotsman. And I think part of the look of confusion they had was, you don't sound Scottish. So I think me explaining it was pretty clear, but I think them registering of like you're Scottish question mark .tm in their heads .exe not compute. So we had to have that conversation there, which led to like how why do you have the accent you have, and I say that it's probably because I grew up watching the Turtles. So then we started talking about the Turtles. You know your local cheese shop lady. Do you buy too much cheese? Or do you buy the right amount of cheese for the cheese shop lady to respect you? More than a kilogram a month. When I type it out, that's a lot. That is... I know a kilogram of cheese is pretty... Cheese is pretty dense. So like the weight, like this the scale of cheese to this to the weight of it is, that's not like a kilogram of feathers. One could say. I don't think that's too much. Like usually a block of cheese is like what, 300, 400 grams? You're fine. 1 billion cheese. Any amount of cheese is probably a bad amount of cheese in the long run of things that you can eat. So in for a penny, in for a kilogram is what I say. She cuts it straight off the wheel for me. She's a keeper then. Dog cheese is good for you. Is it? Does it have bacteria to help you fight in the bacteria wars? I'm gonna unmute you just so people can hear what you're saying. Did I tell people about the what?
Big pottery throwdown.
I did not tell people about the big pottery throwdown. Why would I tell people about the big pottery throwdown? I was barely watching that.
All right.
You were watching that.
All right.
The big pottery throwdown is like the Great British Bake Off, but with clay, I guess. You can't hear Swifty well. That's because Swifty's not talking into her microphone. They're asking if you've seen the microwave.
Yeah, that's really good.
There's this version and then there's a slow version. Swifty, are you familiar with the ooh ah ee ooh meme?
Is it Sonic related?
No. It is not. It is not Sonic related. Nothing needs to be Sonic related. That shouldn't be your first. That shouldn't be your first question. When your curiosity is piqued, that's a.
It's because I know of a Sonic meme that is that.
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
Or maybe that is a spin-off of. I don't know the meme all that well. I just got showed a video of a cat spinning.
Okay, well I don't know that one.
Right. I'm scared to know what one you do know. It could be Big the Cat spinning, but I don't think Swifty would have said it was a Sonic meme if it was Big the Cat. I think she would have said Big the Cat meme. Huh. We're getting very little of the gray stuff that I painted, so I guess we have to go deeper into the shell.
Gotcha. Watch your foot. She wanted on the windowsill, but she didn't know he was there.
She knows he was there. She was fighting with him 10 minutes ago.
Oh. He's saying about the glitter, straight away to the point you see.
I think that people are more glad to see when you show up, Swifty, because you are the funny one.
Can't hear you, Michael.
That's okay. I'm not talking to you.
Oh, I thought you said Swifty.
I did say something Swifty, but that doesn't mean I'm talking to you.
Shut up.
Yeah, I agree. She's fully becoming cryptid status every day.
I'll be back when the project's wrapped.
She says she'll be back when the project is wrapped.
Waiting into listing people like me. Don't cry, 'cause you're so right.
You also just looked at your recap, and this is your #1 channel with 717 hours watched. Holy shit, dude! Thank you.
Such a legend.
Yeah, thank you.
This life is amazing when you greet it with open arms. Open from the heart. It's hard. Open arms. People love it, open arms.
I'd like to get back at some point to making the small clips and stuff, and I appreciate that even though I'm not doing that, you are still like finding some of the highlights and stuff that I can go back to. It's really useful, dude, and I really appreciate it. I might make this edge here just a slightly different color, just so you kind of read the direction shift. I think rather than have this white edge here, I'm gonna make that dark, because it's more like an edge like this, like tucking in, rather than one that's kind of exposed. It's like a cave edge to it rather than a convex. Closed angle, open angle kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah, I think that reads a lot like it makes a bit more sense. Like there's more ambient occlusion at that edge rather than highlighting it. Oh, we could add a little bit of the diagonal stuff for the rope, right? Like lighting that up is going to be hard. I should have done that. I should have done that in Substance Painter. Why is Rani getting blitzed? Ask. Okay, you need to ask Rani, Martina, maybe Juno. It wasn't me. Martina made the one you're seeing now. Who made the slow one? The slow cooked Rani? Was that my Civ brain is forgetting. Yeah, Juno. Okay, so Juno. Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. So Juno made the slow one. Martina made the fast one, and Rennie. I guess he's just in the microwave. It's becoming a good looking little prop, I think. Rennie did something to deserve this. Got it. I don't know about that. Like, I don't have evidence of that, but I have a firm belief that yes, he did. I'd like that there's no farther information from Juno's statement there. Hi Buffling, I put Randy in the microwave, yeah. Well, problem. Oh, this edge though. This edge could maybe be a little worn. Yeah. And then this part could be a little ambient occlusioned. Hands up if you know what ambient occlusion means. It's when you occlude the occlude the ambience. Nice. Yeah. It's when you have an object and a surface in this area here with the lights all bouncing around. It can't quite get. It's not quite. It's kind of like the result of a cast shadow, but it's a little different. Because the light can't really bounce into this part, this dark part here. You'll often see in life and in like 3D artwork. More like light gets absorbed because it kind of gets trapped in the gap, I think. Well, it's not that the light gets absorbed. I wouldn't think of it like that. Because if something absorbed light, it would get brighter. No? If something absorbs light, it gets darker. Okay. Yeah, if that's how the language of it works, I'll go with it. Brightness is reflected light from an object to your eye. Oh, I see. So if it gets absorbed rather than... The less light that gets reflected, the darker it is. Kind of. Yes. But it's less like the light is getting absorbed and more like the light can't reach it to hit the surface in order to be bounced back, irregardless of the what's the word? Reflectiveness. There's a word for the reflectiveness of something. Like this ambient occlusion would happen to a Coke can, even if the Coke can was reflective. You only understand it from a graphics perspective. Fair. Yeah. The two objects are positioned in such a way that they occlude the light from being able to get there. But it's not... It isn't a cast shadow. Like, I think it's like a particular circumstance. Because it's not like the... It's not a cast shadow because it's not the direct... Like, now you're making me think about it. You have an object and you have a light source and you have a shadow. Light, object, cast shadow is because the light is like traveling this way, but when the light hits here and here, it also bounces like around. And the bouncing is what creates that sense of like the ambient light generally in a place. Yeah, if you have a tight area like a corner, the light is more likely to bounce and collide again, therefore increasing the chance of dying. Yeah, like if you have a corner of a room, it's like heading off this surface, then onto this surface, then onto this surface, and you know what it is? You know when you have your TV and you have the logo and it bounces around and you're waiting for it to hit the corner, but it never fucking does. But sometimes it does. But the chances of it hitting the corner, that's ambient occlusion. They solved it. think if I searched. When you see a render of ambient occlusion, like ambient occlusion only. It's like, where would the light get trapped? Or be unable to reach as well as other areas. Beady, 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 like that. And it's interesting that like Substance Painter was, I think, doing it automatically. Like some of the maps that you got me to bake, like I think this, because there's another object occluding it, it added this. And I think this would be part of the AO. Similarly, this edge here. Yeah. A curvature and a thickness map. What did it determines the thickness of the object? Is that for stuff like subsurface scattering, if you're going to apply things like that? Or is it for another purpose? Why am I microwaving a hamster? Why am I the one getting blamed? I'm merely displaying the exhibit. You can use it for, yeah, SSS for those that don't know is subsurface scattering, which is another one of those bingo buzzwords to do with, you know, lighting and rendering. But it's, if you've ever put your fingers over the end of a torch and you're like, fuck, I'm made of red, that's subsurface scattering. Which is basically the light shining through your skin, bouncing the fuck around, and then trying, like, yeah, basically that, honestly. It's also the reason when you see light shine through trees, they look more yellow. Stuff like that. It's cool stuff. Translucence. Yeah. Translucence determines the amount that light can pass through an object in order to bounce around, right? So the more translucent something is, the more light can get in or through or penetrate, thus increasing the amount and the intensity of the subsurface scattering. I think that's how that works. Light is awesome. I'll say this. Learning about lighting, immense for painting good. Like, why does light do what light do? That was the thing that I always found in high school, where they were like, and now we're going to paint a still life, and I'm like, why? I don't want to paint a can of beans. Why are we doing this? And I wish there was some part of the curriculum that goes, because you're all going to understand how light interacts with different objects in close proximity to one another, and you're going to learn what light is. And I would have been like, yeah. I think the art curriculum when I went to high school is sort of a symptom of art rather than the other way around, you know? Like it was like, there is portraiture, still life, and landscape. The only three things that exist. And it's like, they're fucking wrong. Just 2 more minutes, then Rennie's done. Is it not 12 more minutes? He's got 12 more minutes on the clock. One of the cool things about wearing glasses that aren't the most clean is that when you look at light, when it's coming through between curtains and shining on your screen, and you look back for the source of it, it looks more like God rays through the eye, like the glasses lenses, than it does with just your eyes. Because there's fucking lens flares happening. As soon as it hits 12:02, then I'm done. I think I have to be done with this stream and texturing, unfortunately. Blow in the Run is streaming. Are they a good raid target? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Blue's a fantastic raid target. What the fuck is a treasure train, and why is Twitch telling me about it? Treasure train. Unlock unlimited time 39. Treasure train is when subs are discounted. Why is there a timer at the top of my chat that says that there's 0 time left for it incoming? It's like the hype train. Okay. I'm gonna ignore it. We're ending. Okay. You should slow down so we can raid him. All right, everybody. Thank you for coming along today. I know it's a bit of a later one. I want to get back to streaming earlier. And yeah, I think tomorrow I'll get an export version of this into Unity and see what it's look like when it's in the game with the game lighting and stuff. But yeah. I wish you 8 hours of sleep. Me too. Me too. I just need someone to like run into the room with like chloroform or something and just be like, no more thinking. Yeah, good food. Gonna go get lunch. All right, everybody. Appreciate y'all. Take care. And may the rest of your day be filled with adventure. Bye-bye.